Well, hello friends, welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber, and today, it's the last day of October. Happy Halloween to all those of you that celebrate Halloween, and just be safe today going out and trick-or-treating with your kids or your family or yourself. I'm going to be taking my daughter to a friend's neighborhood and walk around with her friend and her mom and maybe a cousin. I'm not sure. So that'll be fun. My husband's gonna be here walking the boys around, so hopefully I can get a picture of all three of them before we head off in our separate directions. I think I found a way to put my phone, because you guys can see me kind of sort of crocheting. So I did some crocheting yesterday, but I left my project out in the living space, and I just was like, you know what, we're just gonna go with the format of crochet and chat and update you on my day. Y'all, it rained off and on, soaking wise, all day yesterday. It was amazing. Everybody I talked to was like, oh my gosh, yes, we're enjoying the rain, it's amazing, because we haven't had rain like this in a while, and it's supposed to be off and on. Like, I don't think we're supposed to get any today, but then like sometime next week or sometime over the next week we're supposed to get more rain, but not like a lot, maybe. We have a lesser chance of getting it. It was bittersweet. It was the last day of a Bible study, so I am trying to figure out a Bible study plan for myself where I can learn, but answering questions in a Bible study, like doing those notebooks where you fill them out for yourself, those are harder for me to do because I want to do them with somebody, and I really haven't asked anybody. Because I like the feedback, so trying to figure out how to do that and keep myself in the Bible between now and the next Bible study where I meet with real humans again. It's gonna be a long 3 months, let me tell you, but thankfully I think the next Bible study is they're like, we're gonna squeeze 10 weeks out of it. I'm like, squeeze 10 weeks, please. Squeeze more. I'll give you 12 weeks. Like, come on. Like, make it a 12-week study, you know? Yeah, I love going to the Bible study, and I am going to do better this next one. I will be honest. I got through my weeks and went, oh no, I didn't do the study. But what I've been doing is my Bible reading every day. So I've been getting it done. I just wasn't getting the worksheets filled out, and I wasn't doing the study along with them very well. But I kept showing up. That's what they say, keep showing up, whether you do this, whether you feel like you need to, like, well, I mean, obviously if you're sick, don't, but just to keep showing up because you're wanted there, you know? I wish my voice would wake up in the morning. This crackliness that it does is so annoying. My kid, hey, last night he goes, do we get the day off? Or he was like, he basically asked me if we got the day off for Halloween for school. And I was like, why would it being Halloween, why would we need to take the day off? Like, like, it's an activity that you do in the evening of the 31st. So like the whole 31st isn't Halloween, it's just Halloween's on the 31st of October. Like, like, come on. I get what you're trying to do. You just want to get out of school, which is, you know, you're always trying to get out of school. I said, we're doing school. There's no reason we can't. It was just funny. I'm like, no, dude. I was like, Thanksgiving and Christmas is different because you go you go and hang out with family for the whole day, you know? For most of us, you know? Like Thanksgiving, not necessarily. Yes, Thanksgiving's more of just a, you know, a lunch or dinner that you go and have with your family. But a lot of times you hang out most of the day with them and watch football, the parades. Although the parades have been kind of lackluster the last several years. Wake up, voice. This is annoying. The rest of the day, it doesn't do this. It sounds normal. But for some reason, first thing in the morning, you guys get these crackly, cold-sounding voice. I don't know where I was going with. Like, yeah, Thanksgiving and Christmas, you know, those we give lots of days off. I give lots of days off. So having to do schoolwork on Halloween is not gonna hurt him. And then let's see, after Bible study, I took a package to the FedEx mail store for my husband because he was returning a computer that a work computer, back to wherever it needed to go to, because he was not going to use it anymore or something. I don't know what the deal was. Anyway, he was returning it because he's not using it. That's not what I meant to say. I dropped off the package. We came home, we had lunch, and it was just rainy. Like I said, it was gloomy, wet, rainy, but it was awesome. So the kids didn't really go out and play because it was in the 50s. It was a little on the chilly side with the rain, so it was a cold rain. Not a really fun rain to play in. And I wouldn't really want them to anyway because it was a cold rain. I feel like cold rains just, I don't know, they affect you a little differently than rains when it's the summer rains when it's warm out, like 70s, 80s, 90s, you know, and it's raining. Those are fun rains, and you're not getting cold and getting sick, because this time of year is the worst time to let your immune system get all out of whack playing in the cold rain, because, you know, the weather's already up and down as it is, and, you know, the germies seem to be extra in the fall, winter. So, like, yeah. But anyway, they stayed inside and played on computers and video games and stuff all day yesterday. Well, after lunch. And then, let's see. I got extra yawns for you today. My husband was like, what are we doing for dinner? It's like, oh, I was gonna order groceries, so I have no idea yet. He goes, how about chili and cinnamon rolls? I was like, all right, then I'm adding that to my grocery list. So, and he's like, well, I can pick them up on my way home from work. And I was like, okay, well, I need to know what time you're leaving work so I know what time frame to have it ready, have the groceries ready to go for pickup. And of course, we picked the busiest time of the day because they were, you know, busy with, and I think he said there was like 3 other vehicles in line waiting to get groceries when he was there, and he was like, I could have gone grocery shopping faster than that. Yes, you could have went and picked up the items we needed just for dinner and a couple other items, but not all of that in 30 minutes. But then he was home like I think he was home like 10-15 minutes after he complained about it. So it's just funny. I'm like, dude, you just need to chill. Take a chill pill. It'll be okay. It's the busiest time of the day for them. You know, everybody's getting out of school, getting off work, going and picking up their groceries before they head home. Because it was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm like, it's kind of a busy time of day for them. And usually I pick up groceries at a little bit different time, so it's usually not a huge deal for me. So, like, it'll be alright. He still made it home by, you know, around 4:15. Like, I was making dinner, you know, and we were eating by, I think, 5:30, I don't know, somewhere in there. So, I mean, we got dinner made just fine. Let's see, and then we ate dinner. I saved my cinnamon roll. Normally we have cinnamon rolls after we eat our chili as like a dessert. I saved mine for breakfast this morning, so I don't know, I was hungry for it after I had left the house yesterday, but after I ate the chili, I was full, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna save it. After I left the house to take my daughter to youth group and then meet up my friend on Wednesdays that I meet to go hang out and crochet with. She knits and I crochet. And I was hungry then, but couldn't get it then because it's at home. So yeah, that was fun. I went and hung out with my friend and she was working on a sock for her daughter. Her daughter knits a little bit, I guess, and likes to do the easy part of the knitting with the sock, so she asked her mom if she could do the hard part, the boring part. So, oh, I wish I could retell the stories. I'm not a good story reteller, especially when it's not my own story to tell. So, it's one of those things, you'll just have to take my word for it. We were just talking about how her daughter, with her own money, I mean, this little girl is like 10 years old or something like that, and takes her allowance and buys items to make a subscription box for her mom. A yarn subscription box type thing, like a crochet knit sub box for her mom. And she asked her mom if she'd buy it from her, and her mom goes through the whole thing and buys it from her daughter. It's so cute. I love it. It's such a genius little idea from a kid. So in a way she's paying for the whole thing, you know, from her daughter. Like, she's buying the stuff for her daughter because, you know, I'm assuming she's the one paying her daughter the allowance, and then the daughter's taking the allowance and, you know, or she's earning money somehow, I don't know how, to be honest, and then she takes that money that she makes and makes her mom a subscription box. It's so cute. She even puts in the yarn, and, you know, she finds a pattern that's free or something and she'll print it off and put it in there for her mom. It's so cute. Anyway, I went to meet up with her and I took 2 bags of 2 projects basically, and was like, I was going to talk to her and see what she thought and got her opinion, which, I mean, her opinion wasn't going to like change my decision one way or the other. It was more or less just trying to figure out which one I wanted to go with and if I wanted to change my hook size and all that stuff. And I was like, well, and I need to ask my son because it's for him. I took his blanket with me to work on to get done for him for his birthday next month, and I was just like, yeah, I just need to ask him what he thinks, you know, work up some of this pattern on this one, and you know, show it side by side with the C2C that I've already started for him. So I have 2 blankets started for him, but I'm going to frog the one because he wants the C2C. So I had started, because I had enough of this to do it with, I took this is the textured cabin throw from Mama Swift that Juan did the tutorial for. Oh my gosh, this is so soft. I am gonna make my own like this. It's so easy. And I have some yarn downstairs that I might work with, but I need to find a coordinating solid to go with it because I want to do the whole solid and variegated mix together. Anyway, I showed him this. I showed him what I had done here, and then I showed him the C2C, and he preferred the C2C because the holes on the C2C were less visible, even though they were the same size, so to speak. But for some reason because of how the C2C is made, the yarn sits closer together, so even though there's still a hole between the stitches, you know, like this, like you could pull it apart and you would have a hole, they sat like this, like sat next to each other. They sit next to each other kind of tightly. And so he wants that because I guess a blanket that I made him, he says he can't use because he gets cold underneath it. So it's like, okay, fine, I'll make the C2C. So I need to start working on that, but I also want to get this one done. So what row am I on here? I want to say there's like 16 or 17 rows for each color change, and I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I have about 11 or 12 rows, about a dozen or so rows left. Let's see, if I do 2 rows a day, so that's what I've been doing here, is I get on here and talk with you guys and get about 2 rows done, as long as I stay on top of it and get it done. I can get about 1.5 to 2 rows done talking to you guys, because I obviously don't want to make my time too long and drawn out. So yeah, I want to work on my cowls though from one. So I think after I put in my little bit of time on this, when I get to the end of this row, I'm going to work on that today, hopefully. But it is Halloween, so we don't have our typical evening activities, except we do have an evening activity, as well as, you know, I would assume 80 to 90% of the country does, you know. I don't know if it's that much. Maybe it's not quite that much. Maybe half the country, you know, a lot of us go out trick-or-treating with our kids or grandkids, and so, and then there's a lot of us that don't or can't. So I hope you guys, maybe you can be sitting at home crocheting if you can't go, you know, out with kids or grandkids or any kids that you are family of, nieces, nephews, surrogates, you know, whatever. You know, sit back and grab a project and watch these videos that are myself and other content creators put out there for you guys to listen to while you are crocheting or working on a project of any kind. I managed to get a crankin' chat video recorded yesterday. So I'm gonna try and do that and get those out maybe once a week. We'll try. Can't guarantee it. I would like to, and make it like a repetitive pattern from me, that you get a hat made on my Addy knitting machine once a week. Although I need to do more and get these hats sent off to K&K Crochet, because I only have about maybe 3 weeks before I need to have them sent off, because they need to have them by the 24th of November. So that gives me about 3 weeks from now to get them mailed off. So I need to really work at getting some hats done over the next 2 to 3 weeks. I don't know what my deadline would be to mail them, because I want to make sure they get to them by the 24th. So I'm going to say the 20th of November at the latest, which I don't know if that's what day of the week that is off the top of my head. The 29th is a Friday, so the 22nd is a Friday. Yeah, so that means the 20th is a Wednesday, so that works. Post office is open on a Wednesday, and I think the 20th I don't think is a holiday or anything that closes the post office, so I think I'll be okay. So by that Wednesday I need to have my box ready to go so I can ship it to them, and hopefully have it to them by the 24th. I don't know, is that pushing it? Is the 20th too close? I mean, it should only take a few days to get to them, but then again, you know, weather and just how, you know, how this mailing things works lately is just, you never know. Maybe I need to impose a sooner deadline than the 20th, like the 18th or something, like that Monday. I don't know, I'll have to look and see. So I know I've said this a bunch of, I'm scrolling, but I'm just thinking about, I have an Amazon delivery coming today with some of the curriculum books that I was talking about with the Easy Peasy that we are using. My daughter is using that, and so I ordered her level of books. And they should be here today. Granted, she will have to do school without them because they won't be here before she starts school, which I wish they would be, but you know, we usually don't get Amazon deliveries quite that early in the morning unless it's one of those overnight deliveries where you pick 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. I mean, I guess some people need things early enough in the day, so you can get 4 a.m. deliveries. It'd just be a little strange, people showing up at 4 a.m. on our doorstep. But I usually pick the next one after that one, which I think is like 8 to noon or something. I don't remember what it is. There's like a bunch of different, there's a handful of times that you can pick from with like the same day deliveries and the next day delivery ones. But I also have a bag coming. I found a crossbody bag that I wanted to get and see if I would like it better as a crossbody than the purse that I have as a crossbody. So it's gonna pull it up across here versus down here by my hip and pulling, you know, hopefully it'll put the weight. And I don't carry a ton in my purse. I'm a very minimal purse stasher person, but it's still got a little bit of weight to it sometimes, and so I want to try to relocate the weight, and because it does pull down on my shoulders and I can feel the tightness, you know, in my shoulder right now. Just pushing on it right now. So we'll see, because it needs to be big enough to fit my wallet in it. I have a wallet that's large enough for I say checkbook, because I still carry a checkbook. I don't use it, but it's always with me, so like when we do need them to make, every blue moon we have to write a check for something, and so I keep it in my purse, so it's always with me. And so, and usually when we have to write a check, I'm with my husband or whatever, so, you know, or if he needs it, he'll get it out of there and use it. But yeah, I rarely use it to buy anything at a store. Well, I never do. It's more or less like we have to pay our troops that we're a part of, like, money for fundraisers or dues or something, and we'll use that if we don't get it paid on PayPal. And then, so yeah, and then like when we bought his truck, we don't use the checkbook very often. It just stays in my wallet in my purse. So my wallet, it's a 31, all about the Benjamin's wallet. I love these wallets. So, and I'm sad, I heard they're going out of business. They're closing their doors. And so it stinks because I really like their wallets. So I may have to buy up a couple of their wallets, because I can last quite a while with their wallets. Several years. I've had, I think I'm on my third one in, like, how many years? Like 13 years. 3 wallets in that amount of time. Like, I use the bejesus out of them. I really love them. I don't know why, I just do. They're good quality, the zippers work really good, and you know, so I might just have to buy up a few of them and have them stashed away for future use, because I don't know where else to get them from, you know, who would end up making ones similar to it. So my purse has to be big enough for this wallet to fit into it. So that is all I have for you, amazing people, today. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween. You know, throw some YouTube on if you have to sit around your house. Get some candy to hand out to kids. Have a great day. It's a beautiful day to be kind and positive. And you know what? Make something beautiful if you don't go trick-or-treating. Or if you don't participate. Just sit around and make something beautiful. And I will see you on our next daily vlog, which is tomorrow, November 1st. The reason I'm getting like that is I have a birthday coming up. Not myself, but I have another kid's birthday coming up this month. And so it's not till the end of the month. So it's just crazy. I got to start planning his birthday party and getting his, you know, blanket done for him so that he can have it by his birthday. And Thanksgiving is this month, or this November. It's basically around his birthday, so it kind of gets to be a little busy. I need to get on the ball with making Christmas gifts for everybody. So typical me, I wait till the last month or two and, you know, scramble to get a bunch done. So that's going to be one of my focuses, along with this and the cows that I'm working on, because I want to make sure I get those done in a timely manner. So like I said before, y'all, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on our next one. Bye.